Magdalena Ventura with her husband and son, or The Bearded Lady, by Giuseppe de Ribera, 1631. A bearded lady. When I say this phrase, what ideas does it bring up for you? A freak of nature? A circus sideshow act? Someone to be pitied? This painting presents something different. A strong figure, a mother feeding her child and dominating the scene. In painting Magdalena Ventura with respect and dignity, Ribera transforms this atypical woman from a figure to be ridiculed to a powerful individual. She stares back at us, an antithesis to how unusual persons were portrayed at that time. Magdalena Ventura stands in the middle of the portrait, her right half of her face the lightest part of the image, drawing our attention. Her face is stern, masculine, and wrinkled, and she features a receding hairline and a dark, thick beard. From above her shoulders she appears to be a man, and her clothing, although of fine quality, is also unisex. The only thing that gives away her sex is the child nursing at her breast. Behind her, a figure, much less illuminated, seems meek and unobtrusive, her husband. Rosemary Garland Thompson claims that there are two types of staring, good staring and bad staring. Bad staring seeks only to fulfill a curiosity and causes starers to look away after having seen the outline of what they wanted to see, thinking to themselves, "I'm glad that's not me." Bad staring fails to see the stared at, to acknowledge them as human as you are. We could imagine that bad staring is what Magdalena Ventura was used to. Good staring, on the other hand, is empathetic staring, staring that makes you recognize the staree as more like you than unlike you, staring that brings you to action. What action, then, does staring at Ventura bring? Seeing Magdalena Ventura stand dignified and proud broadens your concept of beauty, of what it means to be a woman, a mother. Another crucial aspect of good staring is that it is consensual, or often an exchange. Although the painting is not physically looking back at you, Ventura's eyes face you dead on, as if urging, "Look, I know that you are already looking before, but look at me now and see me as I truly am." Consider how Ventura's portrait compares to this etching of a pair of unnamed individuals by Wenceslaus Hollar in 1645, less than 15 years later. It is titled, "A Deformed Couple Facing Each Other," and here there is no dignity afforded to the pictured individuals. They are shown as looking away from us, more akin to images in an anatomy textbook than art. As we are unable to look them in the eye, it is harder for us to identify with them, to emphasize with them, and thus we stare without really seeing. Returning to the image of Ventura, we see to her left two steels inscribed in Latin, telling of her miraculous nature, having begun to grow a beard at 37 after mothering 3 sons, and pictured here at 52. Atop the steels lies a spool, a confirmation of the figure's maternity. The lighting, dramatic as it may be, highlights Ventura's face and captures her humanity, portraying her with refreshing naturalism and paying no heed to what was considered beautiful at the time. She is not depicted mockingly either, her garb neither glaringly feminine nor masculine to contrast or complement her looks, her face worn but not caricatured. She is, unarguably, monopolizing the image. Giuseppe de Ribera painted Ventura at the request of the Duke of Alcala, due to the rumors he had heard about her. Very little else is known about the commission or the creation of the piece. Was Ventura eager to be painted or reluctant? We may never know, but she stares back, and whether by her own or by the artist's doing, she seems confident and proud. Magdalena Ventura humanizes the idea of a bearded lady in a respectful portrait ahead of its time.